In this tutorial, we will explore the editor. The editor is the most important tool for your preparation and for organizing your flashcards, combination exercises, and picture descriptions. I designed it so that you can quickly and easily create new flashcards, but also edit, modify, or delete them just as efficiently. In addition, the editor allows you to export elements as a PDF so you can print them or share them with other app users via a QR code. In this tutorial, we will go through all the features step by step and explore them together. You can access the editor by tapping on Editor on the home screen. Inside the editor, as in every screen, you will find the question mark icon at the top right. When you tap on it, the Help menu opens, where you can find helpful information and explanations about the editor. I highly recommend reading this section at the beginning, as it answers many questions and helps you understand the full scope of the editor. Next to the question mark icon, there is another symbol. When you tap on it, all currently displayed elements will be selected. This is especially useful if, for example, you entered a specific session in the search bar. With one tap, you can select all elements of that session and, for example, send them together or edit them. At the top in the center, you will find the search bar. Here you can search for keywords. All keywords from flashcards, combination exercises, and picture descriptions are considered. For example, if you search for the keyword "and," all elements containing this keyword will be displayed. In this case, these are 3 combination exercises and 1 flashcard. You can also combine keywords by separating them with a comma. For example, if you enter verbs and session 2, only elements that contain both keywords will be shown. If you enter keywords with a plus sign in between, for example, verbs plus people, all elements that contain either verbs or people will be displayed. In combination exercises, multiple flashcards are used, but by default, the search bar only considers the keywords of the combination exercise itself. However, there is a special feature. When you tap the search icon, the search bar turns blue. This means that the search will now look at the keywords of the flashcards inside the combination exercise instead. For example, if you now search for dog, all elements with the keyword dog will be shown, including combination exercises that do not have dog as a keyword themselves, but contain a flashcard with that keyword. If you tap the icon to the right of the search bar, you will see all categories that have been used. A category is automatically created once a keyword has been used at least twice. Next to the categories icon is the filter. Here you can filter all elements, for example, to only show picture descriptions or only elements without audio. This is especially helpful when preparing elements before a lesson with your language helper. During the lesson, you can quickly access all elements without audio and record them together. Below that, you can also adjust the sorting and sort elements by days without practice, success rate, creation date, attempts, and keywords. To the right of each element, there is a speaker icon. When you tap it, the audio of the element will be played, if available. If you tap on the image of a picture description or a flashcard, it will be displayed in full size. For flashcards, you will enter the full screen mode, which is also used in the All Flashcards screen. Feel free to check out the corresponding tutorial about the All Flashcards for more details. For combination exercises, you can tap the arrow to display the included flashcards. If you long press the arrow, all combination exercises will expand. If you long press again, all will collapse. You can also zoom the images in the editor by using 2 fingers and zooming horizontally. Vertical zooming does not work. If you long press an element, you can edit it and will automatically enter the corresponding editing screen. If you just tap on an element, it will be selected. This allows you to select multiple elements at once. This is important for the next functions because in the lower part of the screen, you will now see various options to manage the selected elements. You can adjust the height of this bottom area by tapping and holding the orange bar and dragging it up or down. Under Quick Actions, you can delete all selected elements, normalize the audio of all selected elements, or duplicate them to create copies. If you try to delete a flashcard that is still used in other combination exercises, you will receive a warning and can decide whether to delete it anyway, including the affected combination exercises or not. Below Quick Actions, you will find Keyword Management. Here, you can make extensive and simple changes to keywords. Under Add Keyword, you can add new keywords to all selected elements. You can choose whether the new keywords should be added at the beginning, in the middle, which means as the second keyword, or at the end. Under Delete Keyword, you will see all keywords used by the selected elements and can remove them easily. Under Change Keyword, you can rename a keyword, for example, to correct spelling mistakes. These changes always apply to all selected elements. In the section New Card From, you have two options to create multiple flashcards at once. The first option is through the library. When you tap the Library button, you enter the library. Feel free to watch the separate tutorial about the library as well. Here, you can select all images you want to turn into flashcards by tapping on them. It's helpful to use the Favorites feature because you can quickly access all your favorite images. If you tap on this icon on the top, you select all displayed elements at once. When you're done, you can tap the button at the bottom so all selected images will be added as flashcards to your language learning. Before, you can also choose whether to add additional keywords. This is useful if you want to assign keywords for a specific lesson, for example, Session 5. These keywords will then be added to all new flashcards. Additionally, the keywords from the library, including their categories, will automatically be applied. If you do not want this, you can disable it in the dialog. When you tap Save, you will see your newly created flashcards with the assigned keywords. Now let's move to the Export section. Here you can export all selected elements, save them on your device, share them, or send them directly to another app user using the built-in QR code sharing feature. For example, if you are in a session with others and have created several elements, you can enter Session 2 in the search bar to display all related elements. Then tap the icon at the top right to select all visible elements. When you now tap Export, you can choose a file name and the file will be saved in your Downloads folder. An even practical option is the QR code sharing feature. When you tap Share via QR code, a QR code will be generated that another user can scan to directly import the elements into their app. If you want to use this feature, make sure to watch the tutorial about backup, import, and sharing. Finally, we come to the last feature, which is especially helpful for practical learning with a language helper. Here, you can create a PDF from your selected elements. Only flashcards are included. For example, if you prepared flashcards for a session and want to practice them, it can be very useful to have them as physical cards. Simply select your prepared flashcards, for example from Session 2. You can optionally enter the lesson number, which will appear as a small white number on each flashcard in the PDF. This helps with organizing your printed cards. If you enter 2 and tap Export, a PDF will be created that you can print directly. That's how the PDF looks like. You only need to cut out the flashcards and can immediately start practicing with your language helper. As you can see, the editor is a very central part of your preparation and organization. Take your time to explore it, try out different features, read the Help section carefully, and use it to efficiently create, edit, and share your flashcards. Enjoy exploring and learning your new language with the GPA Flashcards app. Also check out the other tutorials to fully understand and make use of all features. Have fun learning.